Am I the asshole for throwing away my boyfriend's potentially illegal yogurt collection? Okay, I'm a 29-year-old female. My boyfriend is a 30-year-old male. We've been living together for 2 years in a little studio in a very expensive big US city. My boyfriend grew up rurally with lots of space and enough to collect all kinds of things. Okay, this is already setting off some red flags for me. If you have enough space to collect all kinds of things, that's one thing, but you need to have space to live as well. Like, I need to know how you're fitting a bed into this. He collected action figures and video games and all the normal kid stuff when he was young, but as he grew older, he became interested in more unusual things. As a teen, he had 8 guinea pigs, different types from different breeders. Okay, I'm already out. 8 guinea pigs. Who needs a yard when you got 8 guinea pigs? They're small, they're cute, they're cuddly, but they are not a substitute for a yard. Since Tide Pods were released 7 years ago, he saved one of every kind of Tide Pod. He's got a big box of an international variety of electric insulators. Those little ceramic hats that power lines wrap around on power poles. Okay, so this guy has a box of literally thousands of little ceramic hats. That's probably worth a lot of money though, right? Like, if you sold those on eBay, you could probably buy a house. He recently became interested in yogurt. Okay, this I understand. It's a tasty treat. You can eat it on the go. It's great. But he not just started drinking milk and sharing ice cream with me, but he's found a love for yogurts, so he collects them, of course. The problem is that they're perishable. So until earlier today, our little 550 square foot studio contained about 2,100 cups of yogurt. It comes in tons of varieties, different types, flavors, textures, containers, made by different companies in different countries. This is like crack to my boyfriend. He tried to pretty much save a sample of everything he could find. He filled our fridge, bought a new fridge and then another tiny bedside fridge. He said he didn't want to walk to the fridge at night, but it was obviously a ruse to get more yogurt space. These fridges all filled up with his yogurts, and if you keep them for long, they smell bad. Sometimes the packaging breaks and our apartment was smelling like rotten milk for the last 2 weeks. And my boyfriend's attitude was, oh, it's fine and just deal with it for a little longer, until I pulled the plug and threw it all out this morning. I was looking at my groceries, which I had to put beside the fridge, because there was no space and everything smelled like death. And then I kinda snapped and threw it all away. My boyfriend is understandably upset. We've been arguing about whether I crossed a line by throwing away his stuff, and he is especially upset because he of course had some rare yogurts that were hard to find. In particular, he had some Cuban and Iranian yogurts that you can't get in the US. I asked where he got his Iranian yogurt, but he kept insisting the Iranian yogurt is not the issue here, and that the real issue was me throwing out his precious yogurts without his permission. So yeah, am I the asshole here? Reddit. This guy has a lot of problems. He's living in a 550 square foot apartment with 2,100 yogurts. He's got Cuban and Iranian yogurts, which may or may not be illegal. But OP, why were your groceries just sitting beside the fridge? Like you're a grown woman. Just put the groceries in the grocery bag. Put the grocery bag in the closet. There is a place for everything and everything has its place. This is called adulting, and clearly neither of you are adults. Because otherwise you would be able to do this. Also, who buys 2 fridges when they're in a 550 square foot apartment? Who does that? And on top of that, who collect power pole insulator collection? That's something that I would never do. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. This guy is clearly a hoarder, and OP, you are enabling him. Reddit NTA. So he can be a hoarder and still be neat. Tolerating a house smelling of rotten milk is not normal behavior. Perishable items are by their definition not collectibles. Reddit OPNTA. You can't argue. Reason with a hoarder. Reddit, not the asshole. This isn't about yogurt at all, whether it came from Iran or the moon. From what you describe, your boyfriend does have hoarding tendencies. Filling a tiny apartment with several thousand yogurts to the point that you have to buy extra refrigerators and can't safely store your groceries is a big issue. It deprives you of the opportunity to have a safe and sanitary living environment. It's a wonder you didn't clean out the fridge for your food sooner. Your boyfriend's lack of insight to the unfair situation he is putting you in makes him an asshole here. Help him get the help he needs. Mental health professionals can help address the hoarding tendencies and any additional underlying issues that may be at play. Good luck to you both. If you like this story, like, share and hit that subscribe button. Because I put out new Reddit videos every single day.